Hey y'all, I'm back with another video. I was gonna get on here and talk about something completely different. But my heart is like really heavy on this right now, so I figured why not come on and talk about it. Why is it so hard to help people? I feel like when you're able to do and you have what someone doesn't, why is it hard to help anybody? And I'm thinking about that today and I'm just like, why is it so hard? Why is it hard to help someone in need? And it's crazy because I understand, but I don't understand. I understand that it's probably hard because everybody's going through their own problems, right? Everybody's problem is different. And you think just because if you don't have a car and this person has a car, then their life has to be easier, right? So they should be able to help you. But it's like, unfortunately, you don't know what that person is still going through, even though they have a car. You don't know if they have car problems, but they have a car. You don't know if they have struggles paying their car payments, but they have a car. You don't know, what they have to do to keep it, to maintain it. You don't know, what they have to do with that car. They may need that car to get to where they got to go. And, that may be like 4 or 5 different places every day, all day. And, I understand that everybody goes through something and everybody's having a hard time, but you think that because that person will have a vehicle, they'll help you out. Or if that person has a house and you don't, they'll help you out. I think it's a combination between everybody has their own problems and between something just came to me. I was going to say everybody has their own problems and between, everybody's just trying to do their own thing and their life is too busy. But it also came to me, there's something else. Why it's hard for people to help people. Because of traumatization they may have experienced in helping others to where they don't want to ever do it again. I know a woman who, used to try to help her friend out. And she allowed him to stay with her, And anytime, he needed help, she would help him, right? Even like I said, when it came to a place to stay, she'll open up her doors, even if it's just for a night or two. And, at one point, I remember she told me that 2 times she allowed him to live with her because he had no place to go. And she didn't have a big house or anything like that, but she had a couch. So her trying to be a good Christian, that was her belief, still is, she went ahead and opened her home to him. And both times she did that, she wound up having to leave and get out. Both times she lost her place. And it seemed like to her she lost her place. Well, it's not that it seemed, but she actually lost her place coincidentally. Lost her place both times after she let him come in. Different places. And she was like, why is this happening? Why is this happening? And it came to her and she said, God showed her, it's happening because you keep letting him into your home. This home is for you and your kids. It is not for him. It is for you. And believe it or not, the moment, and if I'm not mistaken, I think she told me, she understood it and she heard it from God even say, like, you have to break that connection with him. You have to separate that connection with him. It's okay to be friends with him. It's okay to talk to him, but to allow him to have anything of yours, what you have is for you, not for him. So the moment she stopped letting him spend the night, she has been stable ever since. ever since. And by the time she told me the story, this was like 10 years ago. 10 years ago. So she did this before 10 years ago. So she's been stable ever since. Now the guy is not stable. The guy's still moving in and out, going places, having to find somewhere else to stay or whatever. But, live in his van and whatnot. But she's pretty stable. Been stable for a very, very long time. All because she didn't help him. Now, don't get me wrong. She has helped other people. She has even helped me, whenever I needed help with something. But as far as like in her space, in her home, it's like, no. Not gonna happen. And it's so unfortunate because I've also realized another thing. We as people help people when we feel like we should. When we feel like we should and we know we can. Sometimes we don't still do it. But the person that needs that help, and I've seen this happen, let them get into some money or let them get rich. Oh, well, we need help over here. You're not helping me. This and that, this and that. You don't remember calling me up? Oh, you must be too good. And it's like, no, not too good. I'm trying to maintain what I have that I worked hard to get by myself. Because when I asked for it, I didn't receive the help from you, which is understandable. But now that I have what I have, I need to maintain it. And unfortunately, it's like that cycle over and over with people. I'm going to help you, but I'm only doing limited time, or I'm only being limited of how far I can help you. Because I got stuff I got to worry about me, not you. All because, unfortunately, with that person, ain't nobody helping them. It's just them. And then whoever told them I can't help you felt the same thing. And it's just a cycle. And, I think that's why it's important for people to teach more. You know what I mean? I see people on here, on YouTube, on Facebook and Instagram and everything, TikTok. And, it's nice to finally see people say, well, let me help you get there. Yes, I got here, but let me teach you how. Let me mentor you. Let me show you how to make money. Let me show you how to do this. Now, don't get me wrong. Some people will say they show you or tell you, and they don't really tell you. Or you got to pay a good amount for them to tell you. And even then, it's a risk you take because it may or may not work for you. But it's just, it's so hard. I really feel like I wish, I can't remember that saying. There's a saying, each one, teach one, or something like that. Teach one, each one, something like that. I think I learned it in school, but I think it says each one, teach one, something like that. If you know it, comment it and tell me, because I'm not sure if I'm right. But I think that's what it says. Each one, teach one. And I feel like that's important for life. You know what I'm saying? If you know something, teach it. Teach what you know. So that way, that person can be better, do better. And then they can have someone else that can teach, do better, have better. You know what I'm saying? And then they can go, knowledge is the key. Just constantly moving around with knowledge. But, unfortunately, you do have some people who don't want the knowledge. They just want the help. But, unfortunately, you need the knowledge and the help. So that way, you don't have to be the one who needs the help. You can give the help. So that was just on my mind. Like I said, I wasn't even going to mention anything about that. I had a whole different conversation we were going to talk about, but that just came to me, and it's heavy on me. And I was like, man, I just gotta I got to talk about that. So hopefully, with that being said, you know, we as people could just get better. Oh, just get better, y'all. And, you know, we just have to get better as people. And I think it starts with us as the individual, learning about us, figuring out, you know, having wisdom to ourselves, and then practicing that wisdom. That way we can pass it on, and we can pass it on. And then things will eventually get better for each individual if we can just keep that cycle going. Now, I don't live in a fantasy world, so, you know, like I said, I do know some people don't want to hear it. They just need the help. But it would just be great, wouldn't it, if everybody just helped everybody, despite the race, the color, the age. You know, everybody just helped everybody. That would be so great. That would be wonderful if that can happen. And I still have hope for humanity that, you know, we just learn to get better. And we learn to get better and we do better. So that's my advice at the end of this video for you guys, is just each one teach one. Be better. That way the next person can be better. Because either you're going to help them physically or just inspirational wise. So y'all have a good day, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye, y'all.